The £350 million a week we send to the EU, which we will no longer send to the EU, can you guarantee that's going to go to the NHS?
No, I can't, and I would never have made that claim.
17 million people have voted for leave.
Yep.
I don't know how many people voted on the basis of that advert, but that was a huge part of the propaganda. You're now saying that's a mistake.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Axman, the man in the irony mask. Tonight I'll be talking to Nigel Barage. We're joined by my colleague Cathy Newwoman, the woman in the irony mask.
That slogan on the bus wasn't my idea. It was thought up by Leave's Machiavellian mastermind, Dominic Cummings, and endorsed, of course, by Boris.
And it's not £350 million a week, it's actually £150 million after rebates. The NHS money will come from taxation, which will be painful, as we were top of the EU League for growth on referendum day. But now we are at the bottom.
They've made a complete holics. The Conservatives won't talk to me. The Labour Party won't talk to me. Vote Leave said I was toxic. They even got 2 Conservative MPs to join UKIP to appear to detoxify the brand.
Theresa Mayhem is implying that there's a Brexit dividend that will help the NHS. This graph shows what we pay to the EU compared to the NHS. We pay over 14 times more into the NHS than to the EU. She and Boris would like voters to believe it's the other way round.
The NHS is in trouble due to too many immigrants.
They include doctors, nurses and other taxpayers.
The EU have just passed a law that migrant workers can no longer undercut our British workforce. This was a leading reason that people voted Leave.
Oh, that's just the EU trying to get us to have another referendum. Well, moving the goalposts won't work.
Well, it did in Denmark and Ireland twice. When they reconsidered, they changed their minds.
Humidity on the line.
The Ramonas just keep wanting to have more referendums until they get the result they want. That's what I keep saying. Why can't we have our sovereignty back? I've been without it now for 45 years. And I blame all my problems, not on our government, but on Europeans. We've got laws to scrap. Oh, the billions of pounds we spend on renewables, they should be spent on fracking.
The Bank of England have said so far Brexit has cost us 2% of GDP, which is £40 billion, due to the weak pound and business uncertainty. And now we have to pay another £40 billion as a divorce bill.
No chance. We should just walk away, as David Davis says, if we don't get the deal we want. Boris says we can have our cake and eat it.
You want to take back control of our laws, so which laws do you want to scrap?
Well, climate change directives.
China is taking a different view based on the economic evidence and a desire for a better world for the next generation.
Wind turbines are unnecessary, Nigel.
They are a disaster. I was so pleased to see one blew down in that hurricane-force wind in Devon last week. I hope the whole lot blow down. I absolutely hate the things. They are ghastly. One of the biggest follies I've seen in my life.
You give people the data, you empower the people. And this popular support have motivated China's policy of green growth. The government changed its plan for renewable energy.
Is there a giant push towards solar and wind here? Is that the next step?
China's got some of the biggest wind and solar companies in the world now. Even though China has some of the largest challenges, like huge population, China's going to prioritize wind and solar rather than coal. But if China can do it, then I think the rest of the world can.